You saw it, I saw it, we all saw it! Yes, I'm talking about that moment we all witnessed but may not realize the repercussions of. Luffy, the man who turned the ground into rubber, grabbed lightning like it was a skipping rope, and inflated Kaido like a party balloon, has just created a bucket of paint out of thin air. And not just the paint, he made the bucket, the paint, and the brush. All from that white halo floating around his shoulders. So today, we're talking about what this moment really means, and why it might mark the birth of a new stage in Nika's powers. Yeah, I said it. Luffy might have just crossed from cartoon logic into divine creation. Up to now, Gear 5 was all about manipulation. He could stretch his surroundings, turn the ground bouncy, make lightning rubbery, but everything he did still existed before he touched it. He wasn't creating new matter. He was just breaking physics so hard that physics stopped complaining. Even when he inflated Kaido like a bouncy castle, it was still Kaido's body, just really, really flexible. But in this new scene, something totally different happens. A part of Luffy's white halo literally turns into matter. A bucket, a brush, a pot of paint. No rubber involved. No transformation. Just poof. Divine arts and crafts. That's not manipulation. That's creation. He's not bending reality anymore. He's creating it. Let's think about this for a second. If Luffy can create a bucket, what's stopping him from making a giant anvil to drop on an enemy's head, Looney Tunes style? Or a rubber nuclear bomb that explodes into confetti and laughter? Or my personal favorite, a self-refilling meat fridge. The possibilities are ridiculous, but that's the point. Gear 5 has always been about freedom, and this is the ultimate freedom, the power to imagine something and make it real. This turns the white halo into more than just a fancy visual effect. It's basically Luffy's divine imagination engine. Think of it like a 3D printer powered by joy and stupidity. The man literally creates matter using cartoon logic. Oda basically gave him a Toon Force Infinity Gauntlet. And thematically, it fits perfectly. Nika isn't just the freest man in the world, he's the freest being in existence. It also fits because he's a god, and his power now represents the freedom to reshape reality itself, as classical gods tend to do, guided only by his imagination and sense of fun. In other words, Luffy doesn't need to find One Piece. He could probably create it himself at this point, if he knew what it was. So yeah, this small, funny paint bucket moment might be one of the biggest evolutions in Luffy's powers since Gear 5 was introduced. From manipulation to creation. From Rubberman to Reality Artist. From Joy Boy to God Boy. The only question now is, how far will Oda let Luffy go before he paints his enemies into submission, literally? But enough from me. What do you think? Did Oda just reveal the next stage of Nika's awakening? Or was it just another gag moment taken too seriously by lunatics like us? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Luffy's divine doodling, hit that like button, subscribe, and keep your halo shiny. We might need it soon. Thanks for watching, and as always, may your freedom be as infinite as Luffy's imagination.